Welcome back to the Reels and Panels podcast. My name is Matt.
My name is Eli.
Today we're going to be going over some of the stuff that we saw in D23 and also going into the Lanterns. So
episode 1 review.
Yeah,
So
episode 1 came out. D23 happened since we last recorded.
Which was too long ago.
Yeah, it was way too long, but stuff just got in the way. And
Life
we
just kind of happens, dude.
Yeah,
we had so many ideas. We, no joke, recorded like 2 other episodes and just couldn't release them, and they kind of became not very relevant.
Yeah, we recorded some other episodes to like kind of help in the meantime, and then those ended up being scrapped because they one of them, the audio was messed up, and then
like completely lost all. Like, it was a great episode,
yeah.
And then like lost.
And then
all
another one, we didn't have time to edit it, so it just
kind of
But
we're here now.
Yeah, and we are gonna try to work on a more consistent schedule. But anywho.
Let's get into some rewind, cut, fast forward, which will be making up for a lot of lost time now. I can honestly
go
ahead. Mine's a little backwards because I would say my rewind and cut are kind of similar, so it's kind of weird. But I'd say my rewind was last weekend, and I had a great weekend. My wife would not say the same because she was insanely sick, but it was really fun because we got to kind of just hang out, watch movies, just kind of chill the whole weekend. She was not feeling great, and I don't know if she was having the time of her life, but I had a great time just kind of get to spend time with her and just kind of rest, not really do anything for a few days. That was just fun. Kind of catch up on some things we want to watch, and it was just really chill. But I'd say my cut having like also that the rest of the week. So like it's all fun and games and stuff. Not fun and games, but it's like nice when like we have a day to just kind of chill and stuff. But I've been like feeling so bad for her because like she has to go back to work and everything, and like kind of not feeling great. So yeah, I think she would want to cut it out. I would want to cut that out because it's like it kind of sucks. Fast forward. I'm really excited. Actually, this upcoming Labor Day, I haven't got to see my brother in a while, and he's coming in town, so I'm really hyped for that. What about you, Matt?
I would say my rewind would be me and my wife kind of binged through some Marvel movies over the past about week and a half. And, it's been fun. It's movies we've both seen, but it's nice to kind of go back into it and just be able to enjoy them leading up to Doomsday, trying to get her kind of on track with that, and also catching her up on some of the X-Men stuff since we saw the X-Men announcement.
Which was crazy.
My cut would probably... I was at the gym the past few days, and every time there was like a certain machine I wanted to use, it was taken, and it would be by some guys who were like shirtless and filming themselves doing it, and took like 40 minutes.
Trying to get that Tom Holland bod, bro.
Yeah, no, they're getting in the way of me trying to get my Tom Holland bod. But yeah, I'd say just cutting that, and then fast forward. I am excited for the next episode of Lanterns, to be honest.
I was actually gonna say that, but I guess I want to hang on my brother more. That's probably,
maybe it's like priorities.
Actually, I have another cut. Today at work, I'm like entering at this new job, and I've never had like a phone sales job. Literally one of the most stressful things. It's just like trying to learn that. I would say that's also one of my cuts.
Fair enough.
But fast forward, I'm super hyped, and we'll get more into it like later with our like spoiler free and spoiler review on Lanterns. But I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah. So right now we're going to be talking about the
D23 reveals.
D23.
That's pretty crazy.
Specifically with. We can talk about Tangled. We can talk about Coco 2.
What's all the new, the new fade, bro?
No, we're going to be talking about the...
Miguel's fade, bro?
Yes. So we're going to be talking about Vision Quest and X-Men.
I actually didn't take as many notes on Vision Quest, so
well,
I'm going to have to just make it up as I go.
With Vision Quest, I'm definitely excited about it. It's something that I've been kind of looking forward to because I want to see how they handle trying to bring Ultron back because,
Isn't it like all in his mind?
Yes, it's all in White Vision's mind because in White Vision's mind he has
some memories. I guess,
Friday, Ultron, Vision, and Jarvis.
I'm
all
very
in
real.
there.
I watched that trailer and none of it made like any sense. I need to get.
It doesn't really
go
make
watch some
sense,
breakdowns.
but Ultron. That's
It does
all.
look cool.
That's all you need to
It looks
know.
cool.
I mean, it's just gonna be.
It's very
sick.
very WandaVision-esque. It's like WandaVision if it was just more trippy.
Yeah.
Like it's WandaVision, but it's
WandaVision.
Like,
WandaVision
it was
was one of the
trippy.
trippiest shows.
But this one is like fever dreamish.
Yeah.
I can't explain. Like it's just like weird.
Yeah.
Every episode of WandaVision was just like a sitcom or something. But this
and
was
also
like
you
kind
had
of
the
just weird.
progressing different era for each episode.
Yeah.
Where you got further in time as it kept going. But
And I wonder if this is going to lean more. I haven't read the comic line. It's the comic run. It's the Visions storyline, which is a lot of what like WandaVision pulled from. This actually looks also kind of like that, where it's like this like perfect life for Vision, but kind of slowly start realizing it's not like that. Which a lot of this, these are very like, of course, the show is very connected to WandaVision, but I'm kind of noticing a lot of similarities between those. So yeah, I'm excited. I mean, anything new from Marvel or DC is always huge. So
part of me just wonders how, even if they do bring Ultron back, how are they going to bring him into this new rebooted MCU?
Do you think it's just in his mind, or do you think he's coming back for real? Was that in the trailer? Like, was he?
Well, in the trailer, kind of the main premise is
him trying to like
get
out.
Vision needs Ultron's help to get out, or Vision needs Ultron's help for something, but Ultron wants to get out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just a balance of like, okay, well, you need him, but he also is trying to take advantage of Vision. So yeah, but I'm excited about that. But no, the X-Men.
Yeah,
that's
pretty cool.
Whew, 2028.
I'm gonna be super real. I actually didn't know most of these people, so
yeah,
I'm excited. They look cool.
Somebody was saying that they spent so much money on Doomsday that they had to sign all rookie contracts.
Hey, they look. I mean, I've seen a lot of like people doing like fan art. I mean, they look the part. I mean,
yeah.
I think they're all gonna be great. I mean, it's cool that they're starting out with everybody like younger. It's not just like jumping in like how the original X-Men movies. It's like everybody's like in their 30s or whatever. So, I'm assuming this is gonna be kind of like a whole like first class kind of scenario where it's everybody like this is like Xavier's first students. I'm assuming. Even though I know Storm is in it and so is Rogue, but I've heard I don't know if Storm's supposed to be a part of the team, like the main team just yet, because the original team is Jean Grey, Cyclops, Iceman, Beast, and Angel. I think that's all of them. And then like later in the 70s when you got to like Nightcrawler, Storm, Rogue, or even Rogue came even like later in the 80s. But yeah, I'm really curious to see like how that's going to work out. And a lot of people are really excited. Some people are very excited that like Wolverine didn't get announced because it's like, hey, let's have X-Men, not have the Wolverine.
No, they're gonna
Wolverine the movie.
Hugh Jackman's going to keep doing it until he's 100.
90.
Yeah, no.
Do you think they're going to recast? Or do you think he's going to be the mainline?
I
Wolverine?
straight up think he's just going to go back into it.
How's that going to be with Jean, though?
I don't know. Doomsday's got a lot. I mean, the Russos have a lot on their shoulders with like figuring out how to keep the ones that stay.
Yeah.
Because
I'm curious.
Jean's going to have to stay. They got Tom on some more deals. Yeah. He's got to stay.
And what I'm so interested to see is like I've seen like for a while, I think you see on Instagram and stuff, everybody's talking about, oh, it's gonna be the big reboot. Like we're gonna go back, everybody's gonna get recast. It's gonna be like a whole like new start or like a soft reboot or something. And apparently Feige's come out and said it is not like that at all. Like it is like a new era for Marvel and stuff, and you're getting a lot more like X-Men stuff, but it's not forgetting what came before it. And so a lot of people are kind of like conflicted on that because it's like I wouldn't mind like even if you carry over, of course, like you want to bring over Tom, you want to bring over the like X-Men they're going to introduce now, but like some people do want to recast for Iron Man, like all your mainline Avengers.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see how that kind of works out. We still could get a recast and it could still refer back to some of those movies, but like I don't want to go in this new age and they forget about a lot of the things they did in the first,
no, I agree.
All those original movies. Because it's like you can redo those too. Don't like remake that movie, but like you can do those characters again. Those are like still key characters. Yeah. So I'm curious, but
again with the rookie contracts, so we got
Professor X is gonna be played by Christopher Abbott.
Yep.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I was unaware of what he was in.
Cyclops is played by Kit Connor. I did not know who that was, but I do. Or no, that was not the guy who's from. That wasn't the guy from Long Walk.
No, he was.
It was another guy. I think that was the other guy.
It's both of them.
Okay.
They were both in The Long Walk, I'm pretty sure.
So I do need to watch that because I've been wanting to watch that for a while. Sadie Sink, of course, we all know.
If you've
after-
seen Brand
if
New
you've
Day,
seen-
yeah.
Yeah. Also, I mean, if you did, for some reason you're watching this and you didn't watch Brand New Day or see the D23 reveals,
Ooh.
this is all spoilers, I guess, for that.
Sorry.
But that was like weeks ago. So
It was almost a month ago.
it's been like 19 days since we filmed.
Yeah.
It seemed so.
If you haven't watched it, you're probably not going to watch it. So
Yeah, it's true. You probably had it spoiled by this point anyway. It's like what everybody's talking about. Maya Boyd playing Storm. I don't know who that is, but I actually have heard that she's really not super well known, other than being. I think she's a Broadway actress. Like she does a lot of theater apparently, and so that's kind of cool.
yeah, no, we almost got that. What's her name?
Oh no, yeah. I'm so happy that didn't work out, bro.
Yeah.
The Wicked.
Cynthia Erivo?
No,
Yeah, I think it's her name.
keep her as far away from Marvel as possible.
Any Never Ready,
Which
from most recently
Obsession.
Obsession and
I'm the only
what was it,
person.
Superman and Lois. She was in.
She's in that.
She was in.
That's cool. I really need to watch that show. I heard a lot. I started a few episodes into it and I loved it, but I just never got around. Some of those like
It
like a
drags
CW
on
thing.
a little bit. But
Yeah, that's kind of how a lot of those shows work. But it's also kind of like a big commitment to some of those shows too. I think that one has even less than like Flash and Arrow too. But I want to go back and watch some of those, and it takes a bit to kind of get into them because those pilots were okay. Off topic. I do think I'm like the only person on Earth who didn't watch Obsession, so I'm also like I know who she is because of her popularity now because of that movie, but I still am not like familiar with her. Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. I'm not super sure who that is. I know she's in
Ready or Not 2.
Yeah, I haven't seen that
One movie with Chris Hemsworth, I believe.
But going based off, as someone who doesn't know who these people are, just going based off looks and I guess other opinions on their acting, it seems like these are some really solid castings. And also,
Yeah.
I'm not mad about like more. I wouldn't say unknown because like Sadie Sink's not an unknown, and like a lot of these people are not like unknown. It's just not like big A-listers.
Honestly,
just
Sadie Sink's pretty unknown. I mean, was
Yeah.
in this small indie
she was in this like really
project.
small project called Stranger Things.
Yeah, like
I don't know if you guys heard about it.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all seen it, but
But
nah, jokes
I think
aside,
it's solid.
I mean,
Solid casting, honestly.
other than that, I'm Driver. I mean,
Oh yeah,
well,
we
not-
didn't get
not-
Adam Driver yet.
He's solid casting, but other than that, the other ones are pretty unknown.
Yeah, and Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister. So I was kind of fooled when he was like as Magneto. Oh wait, actually, I'm Nathaniel. I just put Mr. Sinister. I don't remember his actual name, but that'd be cool. Like I know a lot of people are excited because like every X-Men movie feels like it has to evolve around Charles and Magneto.
and Magneto's relationship.
I'm not the biggest Sinister fan. That was actually like one of the things I didn't love about X-Men 97. I know that's like probably wrong to say, like that first season.
I don't know.
But
I'm not crazy about Mr.
He's
Sinister.
not like my favorite villain. I don't know. Maybe I also don't know a ton about him, but he's like based off the things I've seen, like comics around. I'm like, just not my favorite. But
Yeah.
I do think he's a phenomenal actor, and he might end up making me really like him as a character. So I'm really excited about that. That's coming out in was it summer of 28? I think
2028.
we got a few also. I don't know if they gave like for sure release dates for Ghost Rider as well.
Ghost Rider was summer of
It's summer,
2022.
and then I'm assuming Black Panther is closer to the end of the year. I don't know if that was
Probably.
closer to December. Anyway, so yeah, I'm really excited. I think that's going to be some, like I said, some really solid casting. Even though these are kind of not A-listers, but I mean these could be jumpstarting a lot of people's careers. I mean, I'm really curious to see all the costumes. I'm curious like what the vibe is going to be for this because I love. I'm forgetting the guy's name who is directing, but he directed Thunderbolts, and I loved his visual style for Thunderbolts. So I'm really hyped. I think he's going to do phenomenal for this.
And his ability to capture a team.
Yeah, like that was so the dynamics that too.
I felt like all of them were involved, so seeing something like that definitely makes me excited for X-Men.
Yeah,
I think
the heartfelt moments too. Like I think these are gonna have some like really, I don't know, like no joke. Thunderbolts at times had some like tearjerk moments. I mean everything with Bob. Right?
Yeah.
But let's see.
Yeah, so moving on from that, going
Get
on
the
to
Doomsday trailer.
Yeah, the Doomsday sneak peek that was released.
So what are your thoughts on this after seeing some of the other
It was
trailers?
so cool. I thought it was
He's just
sick.
aura farming every time, and like it makes you doubt how on earth they're like. How is this gonna work? Every single trailer they show us, it's like bro's like an immovable object. Like how is this gonna work?
Well, there's a reason they've got two movies back to back.
That's
I
true.
mean, Thanos was the same way. It was how are they going to stop him?
Thanos was not the same way. This was not.
No.
This is not.
It
the
was
same.
like okay, Thanos is this like huge big bad. How are they going to stop him? And they don't. And with Doom, he's this big bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like we're like how in the world are they going to stop? He's stopping Stormbreaker with 2 fingers. You know, he's raising a Sentinel army in the middle of the central.
Thanos' head off. Yeah. I don't think he could like land a shot on
the same axe that like stopped all 6 Infinity Stones couldn't even stop Doom's 2 fingers.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think it's really good. I mean, we're going to get Secret Wars. We're going to get a even more powered up Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe he's powered up before Doomsday, and then we're like going into Secret Wars and he stays the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be really crazy to see how they do this, but also just seeing some of the shots, or obviously starting off with Vanessa Kirby's
Just talking about like he
was
was
Storm,
nice, yeah.
where she's talking about their interactions with Victor. I knew it was kind of teased. I was watching back Fantastic Four last night, and you know they show like the Latvian flag, and then they show like the seats and it's empty. Yeah, and they kind of hint at it that they had known him before. Obviously, he's in the end credit scene.
So actually, what I was going to ask about, and like your opinions on, is like I'm curious how they're going to go about Doom's origin in this, because like of course this is the first time we actually like straight up see him, other than that post-credit scene, and they have like a lot of work to do to get people to like, you know, which I honestly, these trailers alone, I mean, people are already talking so much about Doom. I don't think it's going to take that much, but I mean, they're going to do some work to kind of give him a storyline to make people really care in the movie. But like it looks like, of course, they're not going with the origin of like he was on the, which I don't even think this is the original comic origin. It just kind of was a thing that got a little added later, but that he was like on the ship with them when that whole thing happened and everything. I think they're leaning more into like they knew him, something happened, which they aren't really talking. Which I'm assuming that's the whole thing with his like I guess wife and kid. Like a lot of people kind of speculating that's with the the tapestry thing. Yeah, I'm really curious how they're going to do that.
I think it's just going to revolve around like, okay, he had to lose them and he couldn't get them back, but then he sees, okay,
all these other people are living with their lives.
Yeah, the X-Men get to come back, the Avengers get to come back. You know, people get to just rewrite history, but he's stuck not happening.
Yeah, and that's something I didn't think about. So when I initially saw or like heard stuff from the trailer from Comic-Con when people were describing it, I initially the whole line of it's like you guys are living stolen lives. You need to give them back. I was initially thinking about, oh yeah, it's like Steve Rogers. He stole his life with Peggy from like he did that wrong, and like all these other characters. I didn't even think about the X-Men until like recently. I've heard people kind of talk about it more. I'm like, oh yeah, like Days of Future Past completely undoes like Cyclops dying, Jean dying, like all these characters like they're like ends. It kind of brings it all back and just acts like that didn't happen. So, yeah, I'm really curious to see how that works out.
Tom's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Stolen life. Well, it is a stolen life, but it's like, you know.
Doctor Strange kind of doing all that.
Yeah.
Messing with the time by
messing with memory.
Initially by messing with memory and then trying to fix it, still messing with all of it. I mean, Loki's like the only guy who's kind of holding it down.
Yeah, well, even with him, just getting the Tesseract and working
made it
for
out,
the TVA, yeah.
So that alone was like already...
He changed his fate doing that, yeah. But Doom is stuck, you know.
Speaking of Spider-Man, there's been a lot of leaks, possibly... Quick spoiler warning in case you don't want to hear about leaks that could be potential spoilers for the movie, but... a lot of speculation.
They could be wrong.
They could be wrong, yeah. But I just want to clarify because some people might be like, oh, I didn't know it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Still couldn't happen. But apparently there's a lot of, which I feel like a lot of people, it was either going to be this or Secret Wars. Apparently Tobey Maguire might possibly show up in the beginning. So apparently there was a leak that in the trailer you see a like destroyed city, destroyed New York. And a lot of people are speculating, and a leak kind of backs this up, that this is Tobey's New York getting destroyed and that he's going to have to fight off the X-Men to like basically survive. So I don't know, Matt. What do you think?
But it's also the same New York that has Sentinels in it. So
true.
I feel like
so maybe it could be the
X-Men doesn't really make sense, because it's like you would have to assume that he is therefore in the same universe as the X-Men.
Yeah. And
therefore with the leaks are saying that he's having to fight the X-Men in order to in a planetary combat for which world he has to live. If they're from the same universe, then why would they be fighting each other for that?
That's true.
So I feel
maybe
like
it's like after they've started merging or colliding. Maybe Toby and the X-Men universe like collided, because that's actually something like in the Secret Wars comic. I believe it's 616 and the Ultimate Universe start colliding, and they're basically like fighting each other, like to survive pretty much. So I'm wondering if that's how that's going to work out. If it's going to be like the X-Men universe and the Maguire universe, like it could also be some of the other
it'll
like
also be the
2000s
Fantastic
Marvel.
Four universe.
It's for who knows? Let's bring Eric Bana back from the 03, like Ben Affleck, Daredevil, which actually I guess he's supposed to be dead from Deadpool Marine. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, do you think Toby goes 1-on-1 with the X-Men?
I don't think he makes it if he does, but maybe.
I don't know. Like we were talking about this earlier. I mean, maybe he gets a symbiote. Maybe he brings it back. Maybe he's just like one final stand. I mean, I will say we've never seen. Other than actually, I won't say ever seen. I mean, the closest we see to like him just like completely unleashed is him basically murdering Sandman when he thinks he kills him in Spider-Man 3 with the symbiote. That's the closest to like a like vengeful like unleashed Spider-Man. So if he is in this, and at this point like MJ, Aunt May, all his family friends are dead, he's basically just like fighting for the end of the universe, not pulling back his punches. I don't know. We'll see if that's even what happens. So
plus Spider-Man already doesn't really love the mutants.
Yeah.
So
as we see, making some the inhibitor.
Yeah. Maybe that comes back around. But yeah,
have you seen that clip from I think it's like the '90s Spider-Man where he's like, "You guys are gonna turn me into a freak."
Yeah.
It's like,
and then Wolverine's like, hey, watch how you talk to us, and he's like,
"Beauty."
Yeah, I don't want to be like you. That's gross. No, but I'm I'm not really certain about that. However, I am just super excited for it. And yeah, so that's all of the.
Actually, one other thing I want to talk about real quick. It's been a bit since I've seen the clip, so I don't remember everything that they talk about in it. But there was a Hugh Jackman clip that was after the Doomsday reveal.
Yes, where he confirmed he's in Doomsday, yeah.
Possibly. So do you think Deadpool and Wolverine are going to be in it? Because there's a lot of speculation of like there was the thing at San Diego Comic-Con where Deadpool was like, oh, like, am I going to be able to make it? Like, oh, we already filmed or whatever. So I'm really curious. I'm assuming this is like, I guess they're going to be in it now. At least, I mean, we for sure like knew they were going to be in Secret Wars. But yeah, I guess maybe this is like confirming it. Maybe this is just like them trying to be
But he's also
with it.
not their Wolverine.
Sure, that's true.
He's not the
because that Logan's
universe's
dead. Wolverine,
yeah. He's some random universe's Wolverine. So maybe that plays a part with the incursions.
Maybe we'll finally find out why Thor was crying.
But it didn't even look like Thor. It really didn't.
We might figure that out.
It looked like a stunt double of Thor.
No, that's true. I think we talked about this another thing. Are we sure that wasn't like a Dark World clip? I think we talked about this on another episode.
Yeah.
And maybe that was the episode that got lost. I swear, I was looking actually the other day to find a clip for it, and I was like, I swear this looks like the scene where he's holding Loki in Dark World. Yeah. Did they not just edit? I don't know.
It feels like it.
There's no way they got like Chris Hemsworth to just like
reshoot that. Yeah.
Shot. We don't have to talk like super deep on this. This was just another D23 thing. Some Star Wars stuff, which this actually made me a little more excited. I honestly like here lately, since DC and Marvel have been like kind of cooking lately, Star Wars has been kind of letting me down. I didn't even watch Mandalorian Grogu this year, but I
heard it was mid.
Ahsoka season 2 is coming out. I like Ahsoka season 1.
Yeah,
I love that. A lot of people have kind of gone back on that one. I still haven't. I know a lot of people are saying it's just like nostalgia bait or it's like all these other things. I really liked it. I do get some of people's points where it's like, why is Anakin showing up to Ahsoka instead of like his other two kids? And it's like, okay, yeah, that is kind of weird. But I don't know. Like dude, as many chances we get to bring Hayden Christensen back and put him in a Star Wars movie, keep doing it. I don't care. Do it until like literally until he's 90. Like with Wolverine. Like he's such a great actor. I hate that he really hasn't gotten like, of course he's getting more recognition now, but I feel like he just never really got more roles after that role that were really like iconic roles. So I'm happy he's kind of getting that more now. Same with Edwin. Like keep bringing him back, dude. I'm of course I want them to move on past prequels and move on past like that area and everything, but that era, any chance we get to bring him back though, I'm never going to be against it. And then also Starfighter, new Ryan Gosling personality unlocked. new cool jacket unlocked, bro.
Yeah.
Pretty hyped about that. Even though it was like a really short clip, it looks pretty cool. And what's his name? Oh my gosh, who's directing that? And is directing Ghost Rider and directing Deadpool. Oh my goodness, I literally
I forget his name.
Anyway, he's getting like so many movies now. I mean, I guess they saw the success of Deadpool and Wolverine, and now I mean, it's like, hey, it's like made $1 billion. It's like one of the only movies in a while that made $1 billion. So
It was kind of the first swing of successful Marvel movies.
I don't know why I can't remember his name.
In 2024.
But yeah, I mean, those both look really interesting. Like I said, it's kind of been a while since I've been, and this is coming from like I was literally like the most diehard Star Wars fan. Like I had so much literally Star Wars was the thing I was the most interested in. But
yeah,
I don't know. I've gotten so much more into like Spider-Man stuff. Just Marvel in general has just kind of been cooking a lot lately. So maybe Star Wars they've also, it's just mismanaging things. It's kind of something I think Marvel's trying to fix right now that Marvel still hasn't or Star Wars hasn't really figured out yet, is that people don't really want as many of the shows because I think I've heard it put that Marvel movies and Star Wars movies used to be like events. And now when you have so many shows and so many, which I'm not against shows, I feel like when you convolute it so much, and even when you're convoluting it with really bad stuff, it'd be one thing if like it was all 100% solid shows. You're feeling you're putting out so much stuff and it's all just so mid or just really bad. And you have a few gems here and there, like I still liked Hawkeye, WandaVision's good, Loki's good. So it's like, it's not all bad. I still need to finish Wonder Man. Like a lot of, which I've actually heard people talk about this too. It's like, those are the shows they're canceling though. And these are these like little side stories that are okay to have. Like they're not central to the plot of Marvel. They're kind of like, if you want to watch this, you can, but it is still a part of the story, you know? So it's like, they do need to find that balance where it's not 100% getting rid of that, but
yeah,
you can have something but not make it like the central part. Like someone was talking about, and I'll talk about in a second, is they recently released the Doomsday watch list. It's getting to the point where if you want to watch every Marvel movie, every Marvel project leading up to Doomsday, you're going to it's going to take months.
Yeah,
possibly.
no, it would literally
especially
take
people
you,
who have like lives.
It would take you, yeah.
Not like us.
It would take you definitely.
Sean Levy's the director. I don't know why I could not remember his name.
It would take you probably till the day Doomsday comes out to catch up.
From today. You might still not have.
And you still got to go in theaters and watch the Endgame re-release.
That's true. I mean, it's gotten to the point too. I mean, like since making the Daredevil stuff, Defenders, like you're going to watch all that because now that's canon. If you want to watch everything, and now with Secret Wars, it's like you might as well just go and watch every Marvel project ever, like 2000s, all that too. So it's like there's which is why I think they had to.
You really had to have been growing up with it. To be honest.
That is one thing. Like I remember, I've talked to friends. I talked to my brother. Like the other day, a while back when I was talking to him, I think I tried to get him to watch the Guardians movies, and I was like, honestly, those are like the only ones that are like kind of standalone movies you can watch. And I was like, actually, the third one you do need some context, so you should watch Endgame. And I was like, well, if you're gonna watch Endgame, you should watch Infinity War. And I was like, well, you can't watch Infinity War without the. I'm like, you really need to watch. You can't just watch Infinity War and Endgame because it's like it won't hit the same. Like you got to have all that build up. It just used to be that way, and it's just kind of getting farther from that. But I think we're getting back on the right track. Same with I do think since they're starting to cut back more on shows, which is something I also was kind of like, I don't know if we would talk about, was they're basically kind of doing away with a lot of shows, which I wonder how that's going to deal with like Daredevil and stuff, which was pretty popular. And maybe hopefully sticking more to like special presentations. So instead of doing like these long shows with a lot of filler, maybe just sticking to like 1 hour long special that's like just really good. Cut out a lot of the filler in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see more of that. But like I said, the Doomsday watch list got dropped. Did you have a look at this? I don't know if you saw this yet. So the watch list is X-Men, X2, First Avenger, Avengers 1, Infinity War, Endgame. I guess it's kind of weird.
Skipping Age of Ultron.
Even though that kind of, I want to say, I don't know if Civil War was on that list too. I wrote this down from a post I saw. I don't know if. See, okay, yeah, you're already missing Civil War in that. Like, anyway. So Endgame, Loki, Shang-Chi, No Way Home, Wakanda Forever, Brave New World, Deadpool and Wolverine, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, and then like, No Way Home, Doctor Strange, and then I think it was like Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four,
the Brave New World, I guess.
Brave New World. And then, like, of course, the new Spider-Man. Did I miss this one? First Avenger was on that list. So, if you guys don't know, Matt is like a big First Avenger hater for some reason.
It's just really boring. It's so boring.
Whenever we get back around, we need to re-film that Hot Takes episode because that was such a good episode and it just got all taken away. But we had a really good discussion on that. Too bad you guys will not see that. But we'll have to get.
We'll have to wait until we forget all about it, and then we can redo it.
Honestly, I'm at that point. We probably should film that soon because I think we're getting close to that point. So I think that's all for D23 news. I don't know if there's anything else you want to cover.
Nah, I'm ready to move on to Lanterns.
It's true. I will say some of the Pixar stuff is kind of cool, but
yeah, whatever.
Disney Park stuff. Hey, Indiana Jones ride. We got to go. He's also doesn't really like. I think he's coming around Indiana Jones.
So I am on The Last Crusade right now. Raiders, I wasn't a fan. But Temple of Doom.
Okay, like Raiders is not my favorite of them.
Temple of Doom was peak for me.
I know, it's awesome. What do you like about it though? We should do a review.
Short Round.
We're gonna do a review of every Indiana Jones movie. We're gonna review all of them.
Short Round and Willie.
I know
they made it so much better.
I don't know, dude. Literally, Short Round's actor, I can't remember his name at the moment, is an Oscar winner, and they didn't, for some stupid reason, they didn't think to make him the new like Indiana Jones in that universe now. Why they haven't done like a series or like a few other movies? He is a great actor. It's interesting. It would make sense. And like he's a well-known actor now. And he was like in Loki also, Loki season 2. I just don't understand.
Oh, the guy who was in
Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah. He was amazing. Yeah.
And I don't get it. Why would they not
like those two characters help to make it just such a more entertaining watch.
It's perfect.
Marion, it's like,
all right.
dude,
okay.
this blows. Like she's so boring, especially compared to
also
Willie
like
Short Round.
Questionable age gap.
Yeah. Willie's at least of age whenever they try to do stuff.
No, I think it's also just like, Harrison Ford's charisma is like peak in every one of those, but that one especially, I don't know. Everything about that movie is just so good. A lot of people don't really like Temple of Doom, but that would I would say that and Raiders for me are either in par. I probably like Temple of Doom a little better. That's the one I grew up on. No joke. I think I saw Temple of Doom before any of the other Indiana Jones movies. And that's just the one. I thought that was like the first one as a kid because that was the one. And for some reason, my parents showed me that one as a kid. That one's like the most brutal one.
Yeah.
But no, I love that.
Ripping hearts out.
Such a great movie.
Yeah, it does horrible for India's PR. It's like, we eat snake babies and monkey brain.
Yeah. Hey, they did come out and say they were like under mind control though.
Yeah.
So,
but like still kind of racist.
that whole ending on the bridge too, where it's like falling. So peak. The minecart. Yeah, we're gonna review those.
Simple of Doom was great.
We're gonna watch all three of them.
Kind of boring.
He's gonna watch it again. He's gonna get another opinion.
I'm not gonna rewatch Raiders, man. I'm good. I recently actually have been helping my wife to play Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
I need to get that.
It is a really good game. I think it does.
I need to get it.
It's a phenomenal cinematic experience, but also it's really fun. And it makes me like Indiana's character because it dives into more of, since it takes place after The Last Crusade, I'm guessing, what happens between him and Marion in The Last Crusade because he's still dealing with the trauma of like how their relationship was left off.
You haven't seen Crystal Skull yet?
No. But it takes place after that where it's like I'm guessing from context I picked up, she kind of like dumps him.
Yeah.
But then she leaves him like this letter inside of like a notebook, and he just kind of trashes the notebook.
Everybody I know like is.
And then starts flirting.
And I'm a major Indiana Jones fan.
He starts flirting with this other girl from like, I think it was Italy. Yeah, it was Rome.
I've got to play it.
It's so fun.
I've heard it's the guy who plays Joel in Last of Us, and he also he voices Batman a lot of stuff. He does Indy's voice, and everybody's like, it's literally like the most perfect Harrison Ford impression ever. Like he's like literally perfect.
And the face scanning, it looks just like him. Yeah, the game is so fun.
It blows my mind that did not come out before the last Indiana Jones movie. That movie like bombed too. The Dial of Destiny, that movie bombed. They didn't do any hype for it. There was like terrible marketing. This game did really well. I don't know why and now they're like coming out with a comic series. It's like they're already like, it's like they buried the whole Indiana Jones franchise and they're just kind of like, I don't know. They're just like screwing with it.
I saw
screwing
a
the
clip.
fans now. It's like, oh, you're putting all this peak stuff out now, but
Yeah.
you couldn't do
They're
it
trying to
when they were like
reverse
still doing movies.
They're
and
trying to
stuff.
reverse the PR.
Yeah, and I'm not saying we got to bring back, like, Harrison Ford is very much done. I'm not saying we should do that. I wouldn't hate like I don't know, like any, like, I've seen people, there's like people who've made their own concepts of like an animated Indiana Jones like adventure series. That'd be cool. I don't know, something in that. I'm fine with it just ending.
Maybe another game.
That'd be cool.
Another game would be fun.
I
Maybe
am
you
looking
play
forward to the comic series coming
POV
out.
as short round.
It's just like this little guy.
Well, when he's older.
That'd be cool.
No, but I saw a clip on TikTok. Is Crystal Skull the one with like the ants scene?
You don't want to watch. Just honestly, like, no joke. You should just like skip
Crystal Skull and skip Dial of
You
Destiny.
should watch it just to like. It kind of sucks because like no joke for that. I would say the first half is not that bad. Like it's just like a normal Indiana Jones movie. It's just not as good. That last half and everything at the end, it just like sucks so bad. Like it just completely ruins everything that had kind of building up to it. And honestly, I really like Shia LaBeouf in that. Like I think he's totally fine.
Yeah, I saw that he was on it. Yeah.
He's good in that. It sucks too because like I love the whole idea of like so many of the original movies. And actually, that's what I kind of like about Dial of Destiny as well. A lot of people hated that one. I thought that was like I think that was a better send off than Crystal Skull. But all the other movies are around either prior to World War II or they revolve around like Nazis in World War II. The cool thing about Crystal Skull is it's about the Cold War, so it's dealing with Russians and like all that stuff. And then like Dial of Destiny is kind of like still Cold War era. You gotta watch that one. That one's actually it deals with a lot of like how the Nazi scientists kind of like worked on a lot of stuff in the 60s. I'm not gonna spoil it anymore, but you gotta check that out.
All right. Well, now we'll actually get into Lanterns.
Yeah. So Lanterns episode 1. What were your initial like? I first want to say I know that first trailer came out. Everybody was like,
leading into it, I thought it was going to be boring.
yeah.
But as soon as I started watching it and we started getting more of John's background, and then you kind of jump into seeing him and Hal's initial interactions whenever, Hal goes and picks him up.
By the way, this is the spoiler-free section. We'll go into it's been out.
No, we're jumping into spoilers. I mean, honestly, most of the people
spoilers
that are if you are watching this, you've probably watched that.
Yeah, it might matter more the next episode because hopefully we'll be able to like film a lot sooner after it comes out because I think it's coming out every Sunday now.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully.
So I think we talked about Tuesday.
We're trying to get episodes out possibly every Wednesday. We're not gonna for sure say that because what happened recently, life happens.
Stuff happens.
People get sick. People are out of town.
But Wednesday is going to be our goal to get videos posted, looking around noon.
But after that first episode, I'm like, man, I want more. Like I was like, and it wasn't even like a bad like it left me wanting more. It was like I'm hyped for next week. Like I was like, I can't believe I gotta wait till.
But I
next
wish
week
they
for
hadn't
this.
shown that stupid trailer at the end where
if
it
anyone
just
has
shows
not,
you the show.
We are somewhat going to spoilers. If you've not watched it yet, do not watch past the credits. It is literally completely spoils the whole rest of the show. Like I'm assuming, and if they revealed that much, like what's the mystery?
It felt like a trailer, like Brave New World's trailer and Brand New Day's trailers, where it's like
it was
we're
like
trying
a
to show
5-minute
so
trailer, and it was like clips from every single. What I liked about that first episode is it was so vague, and it kept you like wondering like what's going on. Then that trailer just shows like Sinestro and like all these other characters. Like shows like it shows the Manhunters. I'm like, dude. Like, this is supposed to be like a surprise.
It shows who are the aliens, who has the alien tech. It shows you the Green Lantern Corps.
I was hoping they would go kind of the route where it's like, it sounds like we're complaining. I still love that first episode. That first episode was phenomenal.
Just
and what happens
don't watch
after that.
Don't watch that trailer.
Because this show could still be so phenomenal. It's just, I feel like I know too much about it now.
Yeah.
I'll try not to watch past the credits this next episode. But yeah, what were your like initial thoughts on it?
I thought it was a lot more enchanting. There's a lot of time jumping.
Yeah,
it was,
but I think it was done well.
Like, it was done really well, but it was still it felt convoluted at parts Because it's like, okay, we're
hard to
going
tell
from
sometimes.
1986 to 1996 to
And-
2006 to 2016 to 2026.
I do think there's a reason why it's 10-year gaps. It does, or more than 10-year gaps. It's like, 96. I think there's
Well,
a
it starts
reason
off
why
with
there's
86 when Hal announces to the public that he's Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Spoilers. When Hal announces that he's the
was
Green
in the trailer.
Lantern.
I think that was like one of the episodes. Like
It was a shot, but it doesn't tell you exactly when. Then you see a really young.
We're in spoilers now. We can talk about it.
Yeah, you see a young Jon Stewart looking at the TV.
His dad tries to shoot an apple.
Yeah,
off his head.
Does successfully.
No, yeah, he
First
shoots
guy,
it.
insane aim.
But was that John that he shoots the apple off of?
Hmm?
I couldn't remember because I kind of got confused. I didn't know which one of the kids was like.
Yeah, it was John.
Okay, I couldn't remember. Like, as I know they say the names. But yeah, that's pretty insane. I mean, I wouldn't really fear much either. If my dad, when I was in trouble, would shoot an apple off my head and then just casually be like, "You want to go get burgers?"
Yeah.
It's like, what? No, yeah, that was a interesting start to the episode. I also loved the whole scene where they're in the car and like Hal trying to. First off, what I do want to say, one of my favorite aspects about this whole show so far, they're dynamic, perfect.
It's pretty fun, yeah.
Perfect casting. I haven't
People were
seen.
hating on Kyle Chandler initially, but it's like
I want a
this
Green
guy was
Lantern show
phenomenal.
of just him. Like, I wish back in like early 2000s or whatever, we got a show from him as Green Lantern. Like, I want to see his Hal Jordan now in a solo series before we get to the Lanterns now. I'm like I feel this like sense of that we missed out on something great by not having either movies or shows with him as a Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really think it's awesome, and like
He's
like I
really
said, spoilers,
reckless.
it's like, man, he's kind of like
He's really reckless, and it's fun to
yeah,
watch.
it's so funny, and like I love his whole personality where he's like you don't know, like he seems like such an idiot, but everything he does is like so smart.
Yeah, it's so
And you
intentional.
don't realize like how smart he really is.
Or it's like, where did Harry Potter go to school?
Yeah.
Or trust
so, yeah.
me, this guy's an alien, and then the guy blows up, and it's like, yeah, he was an alien.
So we covered. So yeah, the first part. Why did he make when Hal drives him off of the mountain? Why did he make bubble wrap?
No,
Isn't the whole point like I think they kind of talked about they're kind of trying
how
to come back
creative
around.
is John in the comics?
So John is actually I'm pretty sure in the comics I don't know if this is also carried over in the Justice League show. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be like an architect. So that's the whole thing is like he has like he's in the Marines. I think that was something that was retconned later, but he also is an architect. So that's why he has like such like sophisticated builds. And maybe that's something that comes later because as the show kind of states in 2016 he's still very new, and even by 2026 he still doesn't have the ring. So it's like this is taking a while. And another thing this is coming from like I don't really know that much about Lanterns yet. I thought because like you already had Guy Gardner, you had Hal Jordan, and you have Jon Stewart. And I know in the comics they're all. Can you not have more than one Earth Green Lantern at a time? Like I don't think I understood how that.
I think there's certain instances where you can, but yeah, people were saying that John couldn't have been the permanent Green Lantern because we see in 2025 Guy Gardner's a Green Lantern.
Yeah, because he's the Green. So I've heard that apparently like when a Green Lantern dies, if there's another one like in close proximity, he gets the ring, and apparently that's how it worked out with a guy, like the worst guy possible to get the ring.
Well, because in the comics, Guy is the kind of replacement for Hal, where he has to step in.
But yeah, I'm really interested to see. Let's see. So we talked about the intro. What was it? It's there's hail in Nebraska?
Yeah, I forget
So
the
it's all
exact quote, but yeah.
But it's like he has this other consciousness that like talks. I actually thought that because I know a lot of people already talked about how like spoiler. Hal like dies at the end of the episode. I thought they were saying that happens at the whole time because I knew that he was gonna die. I thought he like dies when he rolls out of the car. I don't know why that was like my like initial thought of what was gonna happen, but yeah, because when the consciousness shows up, it's like I only show up like when Hal's dead.
And it's from 2006.
Like, yeah,
so it hadn't been backed up in a while.
But he uses that. He like utilizes it as like a reminder of like anything goes wrong in that region that's something to do with aliens.
Yeah, because that's where he said that. Why am I blanking on his name? The original Green Lantern that had crashed and died.
I literally just saw a video about it. I can't remember.
Oh my gosh!
It's not Alan Scott. Alan Scott's the other one, but I don't remember. But So yeah, they go from that point. They go to the restaurant or whatever, they eat tacos or whatever, and then that's when he gets the message of like John's like, hey, what is? It's the hail in Nebraska. I forget what it's a. I forget what the whole line is, but it's like, oh, there's hail in Nebraska or whatever. He's like, oh my gosh, I need to go or whatever. No one like really knows what that means at first. Come to find out, there was this like college or a high school football game, and there's like a mass shooting at it, and Hal thinks it's traced back to the aliens that like they're trying to find in the show. We'll wait until Matt finds the
Abensur. Yeah, so we get a direct reference to him where he was, where Hal was saying that that's the location where Abensur had died, where he had crashed in Nebraska. So yeah, he was saying that he felt like there was always something odd there.
So yeah, we get to the point. He goes to the football game, whatever that shooting like happens.
Yeah, he's
with the alien.
beefing with the sheriff.
His beef. I can't remember. I need to find her name because we'll definitely be talking about her quite a bit. She's like one of the main characters of the show so far. But yeah, she doesn't want him to take into custody or like interrogating him. He's like, this is like alien matters. She doesn't want to believe that's like alien stuff. I thought she was like a really good actress. I'm really interested in like, her character. I'm like curious to see, especially like later when it goes on, you find out that it's like Hal goes to jail. All right, actually no, sorry, we skipped something. The scene in the bar, is scene so perfect.
Gives John the ring.
That's another one of those scenes. I'm like, I love how he's like, you think he's an idiot, and it even like keeps going further. It's like, oh, you really still think he's an idiot, but does the bar thing, uses counterfeit. Is that like? He's supposed to be a good guy, but he's like using counterfeit money.
Yeah. Using the ring to conjure up money. Yeah.
But let me see.
No, and then Jon Stewart unintentionally home wrecks.
That was crazy. I did not.
That was insane.
That was ridiculous. No, but I just
only knows how to use the ring as a cigarette lighter.
Yeah, it's so funny how like he starts playing the song or whatever, and the guy's like, "Hey." It's like, oh, whatever.
It's like, how? If I have to hear this song one more time.
And then it plays like several more times, like, hey, what's going on? And you find out like he was intentionally doing it because he wanted to get in. And then you find out later that she put him in like a janitor's closet.
Yeah, she was like, I know what he was doing. I'm not letting him get away with that.
It's so funny. Oh my gosh, why can't I not find that? I've been looking this up forever, the cast for this show. Carrie is the sheriff. So yeah, like initially it's like I couldn't tell if like, oh, is she gonna be like a bad guy? Like I don't know like how that was going, but it seems like they're gonna work together. So he goes to jail or whatever.
When we go to 2026, when you see her meeting up with John, and then their interaction initially shows that they've been through some stuff, so they're helping each other out.
He's like, him knowing like her son and everything, throwing that CGI football through that was kind of goofy. I remember watching that. I was like,
you don't even see it go through.
Yeah, it just kind of like cuts
to the other
through.
side.
Yeah. That was interesting, but
he was hanging out with his, I guess his cheeky girlfriend's grandson.
Yeah, that was interesting. But we find out, so he gets bailed out. This was like a little before. He gets bailed out by William Macon, who's just this like guy in the city. He's just this like super rich guy who has like a full-on militia.
Tech, apparently,
he has like a full-on militia of people to like fight off aliens, and that's like why he breaks out Green Lantern, I guess, because he's like.
He's like, hey, I want you to help me, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really curious to see how that goes, how that's going to work out. A lot of people have like, I think it was New Rockstars kind of talk about, it's like, he makes ribs really weird, apparently. Did you see, I don't know if you saw this video. Apparently, like, he cuts up I wonder if, like, they are doing stuff like this intentionally, like, maybe he's an alien, he's just kind of, like, fronting, or do you think, I don't know. This is kind of like a lot of people say it's like a better version of Secret Invasion, where it's like, you generally don't actually know who's going to.
Yeah, they're doing Secret Invasion,
but it's like actually good.
Marvel did. Yeah.
But everybody's saying like he made like the tofu. Like why is Jon Stewart?
Why is John vegan?
But everybody's like he cut the ribs first instead of like smoking them, and then it's like, bro, what are you doing? Like he seems to like be this guy who knows what he's doing, but off topic.
Well, I mean, John was eating off another man's grill anyway. So.
Yeah. Hey. He was also doing something else with
another man's grill.
But yeah, that was interesting. She's definitely an alien, right? She's got to be.
The wife?
She has to be.
Yeah.
100% alien. Okay.
Which makes me think he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if it's like he's so
is the kid
anti
an alien?
that. Well, also it's not him, but like later on, like John's talking about, it's like who's really the aliens? Like, aren't we just like aliens to other people? And it's like,
Yeah, no, they were saying everyone's an alien. It just depends on where you're standing.
yeah. So that happens. That's really weird. I'm really curious to see how that works out. Hal is finally able to interrogate the random guy, the trucker.
Yeah.
That scene.
Didn't know where Harry Potter went to school.
Literally so perfect. That like really like sold the show for me. Like every scene with him.
Had
like
no opinion on Obama.
I want a show with, like I said, it's like you think he's an idiot, and the whole time it's just not working. Because I was pretty sure, because like it's just how these scenes kind of work out. I was pretty sure it's gonna turn out that guy was the alien, but they really make you think he's not. Like they really make you think Hal is just kind of like a nut job who doesn't like, he's kind of just doesn't know what he's doing anymore. But he's just, everything he does, even though it seems so stupid, it just works out perfully. And he's like so
and then the
meticulous
guy
about what he
turns out
does.
to be basically
Yeah, the whole Obama, that was so funny. So you as a man in Southerner in Nebraska don't have an opinion on
It was so fun. Yeah, because that was in 2016, so that was like right after the Obama administration. So he would have had
I didn't
fresh
think about
opinions.
that. Yeah. And someone was even saying like the Harry Potter stuff. It's like those movies had relatively recently
just
ended.
recently, yeah.
So it's like people would have known. Like even if you don't know, like I didn't even grow up Harry Potter, you know what Hogwarts and stuff is. It's like dude's an alien. Well, even like he tries to ask him about the high school football team, and he knows like too much to the point where it's like it sounds like you overstudied on this stuff just to like make yourself come off as human.
Yeah, they know the specifics. He mentioned they know the specifics about the life, but they don't know like the minor details or the things that everybody else knows.
So we find out he's a manhunter. He blows up. I thought that was when Hal was gonna die. Didn't. He keeps making all these remarks too. It's like, I'm not planning on dying or whatever.
But then who was it? Was it Sinestro? That's like how it kind of seems like you want to die.
Yeah, well, because the whole thing is like John is supposed to be his replacement, and that's talked about like a lot. It's like you're looking for a replacement. So we find out that guy was actually Manhunter. That's pretty cool. Or he was a Manhunter. And I remember, I can't remember the exact quote, but it's talking about like they're wanting revenge. And if you guys don't know, the whole point of Manhunters is like the Guardians, who are like the people who created the Green Lanterns. They created the Manhunters first to like kind of defend the galaxy, but when they like created the Lanterns, they kind of just like replace them. And so there's a lot of kind of beef there with all that. But yeah, I'm really curious to see how this works out. I think the story, like I said, was really solid. You get towards the end, fast forward 2026, got Jon Stewart in the goatee. Everybody's saying he like looks just like the Jon Stewart from the Justice League animated series. And Hal is dead on the bench that he was at the beginning of the episode.
Ringless,
yeah. Which I guess is why Guy got it. Do you think he's actually dead?
Some people were speculating that it's actually a Manhunter that tried to look like him.
Or maybe he killed the Manhunter and then let the ring leave him.
I think he's dead.
You think he's dead? I want to say he's dead because I feel like that would kind of like, I don't know, maybe that would kind of diminish it. But also they put such an emphasis in the beginning. It's like I could see where they could still do it, but would it, like, do you think it would take away from the show if he's not dead? Like, would you be disappointed if it's like, oh, he's like not dead? Like that.
No, because then I would want to.
Because I'm like,
I would want to see more. How?
See, that's how I am. Because like I've seen some people say it's like, oh, I hope he's actually dead because it takes away from like the impact that it has. And I'm like, but he's also like great as Hal. But also like, I don't know if this guy like.
But also, if you already know in the first episode that Hal is going to die at some point in the season, it's not really going to have a whole lot of impact.
That's true.
It takes away the surprise factor.
Well, they put such an emphasis at the beginning that Manhunters are one of the like, was it 14 races that can perfectly replicate like human DNA to the point where you can't distinguish them. Why would that not like happen here?
Yeah, because there was
and they can't interrogate him.
There was no medical machines that worked on that one guy. Yeah.
So, and I mean, unless when they die, they turn back into Manhunters, I don't see why this can be the same. But at the same time, he could also be dead. And I'm assuming kind of like with a lot of the other characters, it seems like the DCU is kind of shifting more towards like legacy characters. I'm assuming when they bring Flash in, it's gonna be Wally West. I'm just assuming.
I feel like
it just seems kind of like how that's kind of going. And also, he's just like such a fan favorite right now, and kind of has been for a while. So, yeah, I'm really curious to see how. I mean, even like Hawk Girl is like not Hawkman, like from the older Justice League stuff. But yeah, I'm really curious to see where the show goes. I really love it so far. Way better, like I said earlier, than that first trailer. And even though like the first trailer wasn't horrible, it just made it seem like it was just some like Yellowstone, like just kind of those generic shows. But it's really not seeming like that anymore. And even though I wish I didn't see the trailer at the end, like I am still excited, like for the next episode on Sunday. So
yeah,
we will try to get that episode out as soon as possible. Like we said, we're gonna try and shoot for Wednesday release dates.
This episode out.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I need to edit this soon.
Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get this out soon. But yeah, do you have any more opinions on Lanterns? Anything else you want to say?
No,
I wanted to ask, what was your rating out of 5 stars
for the first episode? I'd probably give it like a 4.5.
I say 4 stars. I think it was really solid.
Yeah,
I'm really excited. I hope it doesn't like.
As somebody who grew up a really big Green Lantern fan, but didn't really have much media other than animated to like be like, oh, this is sick.
Yeah,
finally seeing it done well has been really nice.
And mine is honestly like, maybe it's changes like later on. I was also really curious about why it had to be like a more mature rated show. I still think the first episode was like solid and stuff. I don't know. I'm curious, like maybe just be more. I know like Peacemaker stuff's like more violent stuff. Maybe that's kind of what they're going for. And I know this is supposed to be, even though it's like really funny, it's still kind of like a darker tone story. So maybe that's kind of why. But yeah, I'm really excited to see the next few episodes. We're going to try and cover every single episode, review every episode. So stay tuned for those episodes. Before we head out, I do want to do what are we watching? What are we reading? So Matt, if you want to start us off.
Just keeping up with Absolute Batman. Absolute Batman's been going in a really cool direction right now. I won't spoil it too much for you. Well, yeah.
Is that spoiler? It's like, well, it was revealed and it was like the last issue, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
Scarecrow's doing his thing.
So.
Batman's losing his mind. But yeah, just keeping up with Absolute. Really, I haven't been doing a whole lot of reading, to be honest.
Yeah, same. Life's kind of.
Yeah, but watching, I would say, just helping to prepare my wife for the kind of road to doomsday, getting her on track for that.
Reading for me, I've also kind of been slacking on the reading lately, but I did recently. Yesterday, I picked up a few books at a comic store near me, and I've been trying to find a lot of. Sometimes new comics are kind of hard to do like jumping on points because like by the time you find out a book is like really good, it's already like 10 issues in and you're like, I'm not spending like $50. And it's like you want the trade, but it's like I also want to follow it. I'm just like, it's so hard to jump on new books. But I think I found one I want to like jump onto. I think it's probably just gonna be like a limited series, but it's the Punisher versus Spider-Man series, which I don't know what's kind of called that. It's more of like a team up book, but highly recommend that. I haven't read the first issue. I picked up the second issue yesterday. I think I was fine picking that up. I'm just going to try and kind of follow it for the next, I guess, however long. I'm assuming it's a monthly release book. But, yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great. Like, characterization, like the characters, they're great versions of those characters. And it makes me think, I think it's supposed to be set more of like when Spider-Man and like Punisher kind of first meet. It's got very much like the early like 70s, like 60s, late 60s, like 70s vibe of like Spider-Man. The art is like really good in it too. So and I was telling Matt earlier he needs to like check that out. So yeah, it was really solid. I feel like some newer Marvel books I've picked up lately have been like hit or miss because some of them are either like gimmicky or just kind of like not good. That's the first one I picked up in a while. I'm like, this is actually something I want to read monthly. So
yeah.
Watching wise, I haven't really watched a lot of superhero stuff, but I have been watching a lot of just movies on my watch list lately. Yesterday I watched this old like movie from the 60s called, it's not Doctor Strange, but it's called Doctor Strangelove. It's like a comedy movie about like nuclear bombs, but highly recommend it for you guys. It's like a film bro movie, I guess, but it's hilarious. So I highly recommend. This is not like a superhero movie or anything, but highly recommend if you've never seen Doctor Strangelove. It's a Stanley Kubrick movie. He made like 2001 Space Odyssey, Full Metal Jacket, stuff like that. But Shining. So if you're a fan of like older movies, older comedies especially, I would highly recommend that. So that's kind of what I've been watching lately. But yeah, I think that's all we got for this episode.
Yeah. Well, we'll try to get this out to y'all as soon as we can, but we really appreciate y'all sticking around.
Hope you guys.
Our last video is doing better, way better than
Way
we
better
thought.
than I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when I first released it, I was like, or when we first posted it, it didn't really get a lot of views initially, and I think that's kind of why we're going to lean more towards a middle of the week release schedule, because Saturday can be kind of like crazy for people, and then like Sunday.
And also, it's just random times.
We're trying not to be sporadic about it and kind of get more to a consistent schedule. But yeah, well, I hope you guys have a blessed week, and don't forget to
keep it real.